Greetings, Mr. President.
How you doing?
Very well, thank you. So, congratulations on being elected for a second term as United States President. It's a high honor.
Thank you. It's a great duty to be... Great honor. Great honor to be here. Second time. It's great.
Okay, so we're just going to conduct a small interview, talk about the past, possibly the future, as you being President of the United States of America. So, here we go. Mr. President, what do you intend on doing during your second term as President of the United States of America?
What exactly is a term?
Mr. President, a term is the 4-year span that you've been...
It's been that long already? Time flies when you're having fun. Well, I want to economify the economy. I think that if I plan, if I'm in the planning stage, I want to just economify. It's simple. The economy needs to be economified. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, thank you, Mr. President. Next question. Would you care to enlighten us on the situation in Iraq currently, possibly what you're going to be doing in Iraq in the future? Please just give us a lowdown.
We're in Iraq? I thought this interview's being taken in New York. I didn't know I traveled to Iraq. Short airline.
Mr. President, we're in New York. We're asking about the situation with the military in Iraq.
Oh, the war, the war? That?
Yeah,
oh, okay.
The war.
Well, as I'm in Iraq, I'm trying to see if humans and Iraqians can coexist peacefully. That's all I'm trying to do.
Okay, thank you, Mr. President. Next thing we'd like to discuss is something that kind of relates to the situation in Iraq. It's the gas prices, Mr. President. Is it Iraq?
Wait. Do Iraqis have gas? Do they have cars?
Mr. President, we import about 80% of our petroleum from that area of the world.
Petroleum. It's a funny word.
Yeah, it is, Mr. President. It is kind of a funny word. But can you please tell us anything you plan on doing about the high gas prices?
That doesn't bother me. I don't pay for gas. Why are you asking me that?
Mr. President, these questions are coming from the minds of the normal citizen of America. What do you intend on doing for them about the gas prices?
Walk. It's good for the health. No gas. Problem solved.
Okay, thank you, Mr. President. Next, we'd like to discuss the natural disasters occurring in our country presently. I mean, we've experienced some forest fires.
Wait. Have you ever heard of unnatural disasters?
Mr. President, what are unnatural disasters?
Disasters that aren't natural.
Okay, but thank you, Mr. President. We're trying to talk about the natural disasters occurring, such as the forest fires that were in California, the flooding that's going on.
Wait, we're in California now?
We're not. We're talking about California.
We're still in Iraq, right? New York?
We're in New York, Mr. President.
All right.
Okay. We're talking about the natural disasters that occur in California, such as forest fires, and occur in the Midwest, such as flooding. What relief do you intend on doing for these people?
For the forest fires, I guess the firemen aren't doing their job, Someone's damaged, they're not doing it. Get new firemen, replace all of them. They're not doing their job. I'll get right on that.
And what about the flooding, Mr. President?
There's flooding too?
Yes, in the Midwest, Mr. President.
Oh, speaking of the Midwest, I came, I come from the West, and they have a good saying coming from Tennessee, possibly in Texas too. So you fool me once, and you fool me twice. But, yeah, oh, fool me again.
Okay, Mr. President, new question. So, Mr. President, how exactly is the United States relations with other countries at this time? I mean, are they okay?
I think they're good, you know. Me and China just went out last night and got a drink. I mean, get something to eat. I don't drink. I'm president.
Yes, Mr. President. What about the Middle East? That's our major concern. How are our relations?
Midwest?
The Middle East, as in of the world, such as the little countries.
Africa?
No, Mr. President. Little countries like Kuwait and Afghanistan.
Okay.
What are our relations with those countries?
Kuwait, Afghanistan. What's a relation?
Mr. President, I guess we'll just move on.
Sounds good.
Mr. President, what are you doing about the possible homeland security threats from Al-Qaeda, and how are you intending on going about getting Bin Laden? That was your original goal. I mean, how are you going to nab Al-Qaeda and Osama Bin Laden, Mr. President?
What's an Al-Qaeda? Is that like some foreign food?
Mr. President, Al-Qaeda is a terrorist group.
Terrorist food?
Mr. President, how about Osama Bin Laden? How are you going to nab?
I know it. I was in Bahamas, yeah, and they have a good drink. It's called the Osama Bin Laden, and that was a good drink, you know. I gotta say, if you go to Bahama, you should get that.
Mr. President. Alright, whatever, Mr. President, we're just gonna move on. So, Mr. President, you've been elected for another 4 years as president.
Thank all my friends in Texas.
Yeah, Mr. President. So, what exactly, since you haven't given us a load of information thus far, what exactly are you going to do during your future 4 years as President of the United States of America?
Do you expect me to do something? Can't you sit in the White House and look pretty?
Mr. President, I think, what have you been doing the last 4 years as president?
I already told you, I was economifying the economy. But did we get to that big argument about the economy? Come on.
Anything else you'd like to add to this, Mr. President?
Get Osama Bin Laden, that was good.
Okay, thank you, Mr. President, you may go.
I had to leave at 5?
You have to leave at 5, Mr. President.
It wasn't even a half an hour. I didn't get my money's worth.
Mr. President, you don't need money. You don't even pay for gas, according to you.
I don't care.
Alright, thank you, Mr. President.